Bruh,
Yeah.
we got a coach, man.
About time.
Finally.
Hey,
Finally.
it's about time. But we'll talk about it.
We're going to talk about it. Varius. Man, I be wanting to be like Jordan on the intro when he get the joke and he be, I mean, so sweet, man. What is up, y'all? It's your favorite Two Wizards fans, man. It's your boy Rome Jones
and Tron Jacobs. What's happening? You know, we just Two Wizards fans, excited.
Excited.
Get excited about.
Finally, you know what I mean? We got a coach, officially, a head coach, and big shout out to Brian KEEFE, the interim head coach from last year that took over for Wes Unseld after his atrocious, horrible start to the last season. Brian took over, had an 8-31 record, I believe, 8-31 record over the rest of the season there. A lot more fight came out of this team when he took over. So I think that's kind of where they want to kind of stay on that path, see where that goes. What's your thoughts, bro?
So I'm cool with the idea that they definitely played better, fought harder for KEEFE. Still didn't win many games. So to me, it's like, I don't know if that is necessarily the greatest look, but I can respect the decision. He definitely seems to be a player's coach. They wanted to play for him. They fought for him. They did more for him than they did for Wes, because I don't think Wes could really read the room. But at the same time, like, the only thing I'm disappointed in is that we didn't really get the whole, like, let's see who's available. You know what I mean? But I'm not mad at them keeping KEEFE. I thought he did well. I thought that he cared about the team and really was putting in the effort to, like, coach his players, not just coach a game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm looking forward to this year, see what comes out of it. But yeah, what do you think?
Man, when I first saw this, I wasn't surprised. But the thing that came to mind was development.
Yeah.
Like I could see him developing to be our guy, and I could see him being a great developer of this group of players, of this regime that we're gonna have here. And I definitely am excited to see how the transition with Jordan Poole continues, right? Because Jordan Poole, he responded well to that coaching change.
Yeah.
And I feel like that he speaks very highly of Brian KEEFE as well. All the players do. But I'm really intrigued to see how that continues, because he came off the bench.
Right.
You know what I mean? He got him to come off the bench and was happy about it. You know what I mean? So I don't know him being the franchise player, if that's going to be something to sustain, but let's see, man. We're gonna have to see. But I wanted to take a little bit of the episode here to kind of talk about just his, history. You know what I mean? I wanted to. I don't know nothing about the guy, right? And I wanted to kind of just pick your brain as well, just to see what your thoughts are, because he's been around. He's been around, and all the way back to 2000, he started as an assistant at South Florida. Then he got into the NBA in 2007, and he was a long-time assistant at Thunder. For our boy Will Dawkins and everybody, that regime of when, and we're talking from 2007 to 2015. So we're talking Durant, we're talking Westbrook, we're talking some of the greats of this past decade, right? Harden, even SGA wasn't there yet by that time.
He wouldn't have been there.
Ibaka, He was around that. Either way, but that's a good. I mean, just looking at. I mean, if he was on the staff, he has something to say over these players being developed the way they were. So that makes me feel kind of good. I don't know. What's your thought? What you think about it?
I think it's definitely something to hang your hat on. Yeah, I mean, like, because if you're really thinking about it, like, those teams were good. They weren't. Yeah. They never made it all the way to like actually winning. Yeah, I mean, winning it all. But they were great teams. You had great players on that team who worked well together, and they were able to congeal and make it work.
Bro, they went to the finals in 2012. I just remember that.
Yeah,
like he was on that staff,
right? So like, he definitely has a pedigree. You know what I mean? It's like, it's definitely something that you don't want to overlook. But it's different being on the staff of a good team and being on the staff of a bad team, which we currently are. Like, as a fan, I'm not going to sugarcoat it like we're a good team.
A really bad team.
We're a bad team. And if I'm to be honest, I think we're probably going to be a bad team again this year. But I'm hopeful that we can see progress. And I think that you're right. I think that he has a mindset for progress. No one in our institution or in our team, I think, is under the mindset that we're going to be great. So I don't think it's like perfection. I think incremental progress is what we're looking for, and I think that we have a head coach who is interested and understands that, and I think that we have a front office who understands that. So I think that that's a very good sign for us.
Really good sign. And speaking on even too, just looking at the rest of his history, I mean, he went on to be an assistant with the Knicks. 2015, 2016, what was that, Carmelo years. So from there he went to the Lakers, 16 to 19. So we're talking Lonzo Ball. That was like kind of like late LeBron era there when he came in. So definitely a lot of pedigree. Then he went back to the Thunder. That served as the Nets assistant from 2021 to 23. So Durant, Kyrie, so he's been around good players.
Yeah.
So he's seen it and he's developed players, and it's I feel like a good combination and a good solid hire.
Yeah.
I don't think we can complain.
No, I have no complaints. Again, like, for me, it wasn't a complaint against him or anything like that. It was just like they took away the excitement of hiring a coach for us.
Basically, it took away us having content.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Like, that's why we couldn't even come out with nothing, y'all, because like they weren't interviewing anybody.
Right.
Bang, bang, bang. There wasn't anything behind it.
You got the Lakers interviewing JJ, but we can't get nothing.
We can't even get a JJ interview, man.
Yeah, but it's all good. I'm satisfied with the pick we got, and I think that it's going to be a very interesting year. I'm looking forward to going to a game or two this year, maybe more. We'll see how the record goes, but we'll go to a game there. Definitely see what the vibe is like. You know what I mean?
Look, the tickets should be decent.
Hey,
it should be, because they know they're not gonna be hitting on nothing.
Discount.
Come on now, your boys, man. Right. Come on, man. It's the two Wizards fan right here. But yeah, y'all. But I guess to kind of tell this out, shout out to Brian Keefe. Shout out to the organization. I'm excited. I really am about. I don't think I would ever say I'm excited for a rebuild, but I am. I just am, because I just feel like the future is very bright for this team, and I actually feel like there's like real championship aspirations for this team in the future.
Yeah, and we're so deserving. The Wizards team, the Wizards fan base, so deserving of a good team. So I think it's just a matter of time. And we're starting off some really solid pieces. If we could just keep putting it together. I'm really interested in seeing who we get in the draft this year.
Real quick, man, combine and pass, like who are you leaning towards now? Who's gonna be number 2?
So honestly, it's harder now than it was when we talked about it before, because you keep getting all these conversations about the Hawks maybe not picking who we expect them to pick. So I would say for me, I think that my top 3 people that I think could go in that line is going to be SAR, which obviously we want SAR. If we don't get SAR, then I'm kind of torn in between Klingon and somebody I said I didn't want before is that other French boy, Recherche, or whatever his name is. He's been balling lately. He's been really, really putting it on, and I think that that's going to help his draft stock. And I'm also very mindful of the fact that we are in a rebuild, so there's also a possibility we're not going to keep some of the people that are on our team that maybe would be filling up that space like I was talking about earlier. You know what I mean? Like, developments have come to make me feel like maybe there will be space in that 3-4, 2-3-4 area, depending on what moves the Wizards make. But he's definitely been turning it up a little bit. And then I'll give a quick nod to your boy, what's his name, Reed Shepherd. I want to make sure that I give him a nod because he's definitely been going up a little bit in the ranks too, from what I've been seeing. And I do like his game. I had to go look him up after you talked about him. I had to go look him up a little bit more so I could actually see a little bit more of what he does, and I do like his game. It kind of gives me like a Clay kind of vibe.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Reed Shepherd, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even like I'm cool on Klingon, I'm cool on SAR, but I'm telling y'all, we're gonna look back on this. We're gonna be like, yeah, this was the right pick. Reed Shepherd. So, hey, we'll see what happens, y'all. Until next time, it's your boy Ron Jones.
And Tron Jacobs. We're just 2 Wizards fans.
The Varius